This is very long time overdue. New lens from Sigma, 70-200mm f2.8 DGDN OS Sport. New reincarnation of a little dated now HSM version. This is built for mirrorless cameras specifically, and it is available for Sony E and L mount cameras. This is a very popular focal range, a lens that can be very versatile and very useful in many photography or filming situations. This is Sigma. There is no surprise that it is an awesome lens. But how awesome? How does it compare to the competition on the market right now? How does it perform and handle? Is it a lens for you? In this video, I'll hopefully answer all those questions and more. Don't go anywhere. I really like the previous version of this lens, but it needed an update. It was big and heavy as well. This new update is not only smaller and lighter, but I also think is a better performer overall. Sigma have been producing very high quality lenses for a long time, lenses that can optically compete with the best out there, but at more affordable prices. This is no exception. Good quality, pro grade 70-200 f2.8 lens very often is an object of desire, a lens that is good for a lot of photography or videography applications. That wide constant aperture combined with the telephoto reach gives a superior look and creates something called lens compression. Basically, more you zoom in and closer you get to your subject, more blurred background and bokeh you are going to get. But the background and the perspective is going to be compressed, and background will look like it is way closer behind your subject than it really is. This might not be for everyone's liking for sure, but it is a look that is very desirable, as it makes photos and video shot with it look different than what naked eye can see. This lens and this focal range is perfect for portrait photography. The 70mm still telephoto range gives enough wide angle for it to be used without any problems indoors, and that long reach perfect for events, sports and any kind of shooting scenario when you can't physically get close to the action. It is also a great lens choice for street photography or as everyday lens for pretty much everything. It is also very suitable for sports and wildlife. The autofocusing works absolutely flawlessly. It features Sigma's dual HLA high response linear actuator that ensures precise focusing even when your subject moves fast or in lower light. The quality it delivers is just simply outstanding across the board. It's not a lens that you have to guess if it delivers good results or not. It does. It is Sigma, and optical quality with Sigmas is just given these days. This is a lens that today is joining the ranks for modern and instant classic together with Sigma's 24-70 and 85mm lenses. There's very little, if any, chromatic aberration. Flaring is superbly under control too. Sharp edge to edge across its zoom range, and a lens that is very easy to use to achieve really good results with. It is a lens with a built-in optical stabilization, making it possible to use the full zoom range in lower lighting conditions for sharper photos and smoother handheld video shots. Minimum focusing distance is 65cm at 70mm and 100cm at 200mm. That makes it a perfect tool for shooting close-ups. Really nice and smooth bokeh and blurred parts of the image, something that is really expected from a lens in this class, especially from Sigma. No problem using it for video. The autofocusing and the stabilization work very well. I have experienced no issues with it at all. There's virtually no focus bleeding visible at all focal length. A lens that really keeps giving no matter what situation or conditions you are going to find yourself shooting with it in. Build. It is a big lens, but this size and weight are not unusual for a lens of this type. It weighs very impressive, 1,345 grams. The zooming is all done internally, so the lens doesn't extend at all. The filter thread is 77mm and it comes with supplied solid, well-made lens hood and Arca Swiss compatible tripod foot. I use this to give me some support and serve as a handle when shooting with it. It makes it more comfortable to carry it, and generally handle it with this turn to the top, and of course it is designed to be attached to the tripod to take the weight of the camera mount when shooting with it from the tripod. This can be rotated but not removed without an Allen key or hex key. There's manual aperture rig that is declickable with a switch, and it can also be locked in auto mode or in manual mode, so you don't push it to the other mode accidentally. There's actually lots of switches on the lens. From the top you have standard auto manual focus switch, focus limiter with 3 positions, a full focus range 3 meters to infinity, and minimum focusing distance to 3 meters. This helps to acquire focus quicker and more accurately in certain situations, like for example where subjects are at constant distance away from you, and when shooting through dense environments like the trees for example, the lens will not focus hunt or do anything unpredictable. Then you limit where it is focusing. Optical stabilization, OS standard for pretty much everything, handheld, and position 2 optimized for panning, and the off position to switch it all off. Custom C1, C2 and off switch. This is to further customize the optical stabilization and the focus limiter with the optional Sigma lens dock, but only on L-mount version of this lens. For some users it is set to default functions, which are, I'm quoting Sigma here, C1 dynamic view mode. This mode offers a recognizable OS effect to the image in the viewfinder. This helps to ensure the composition of images quickly. And then C2 moderate view mode. This mode is quickly able to ascertain the difference between fine composition adjustments and unwanted camera shake. It provides a natural and smooth viewfinder image even when composition is changed rapidly. And last switch is previously mentioned aperture click on and off switch. There are 3 focus hold buttons around the lens barrel. These can be customized via camera to do whatever you need them to do. All 3 will do the same thing. They can't be individually assigned to something different. The wider zoom ring is at the front of the lens and the smaller focus ring in the middle of the lens. The focus ring is nicely dampened and smooth. Lens is fully weather sealed against moisture and dust. Very well built, hard carbon fiber reinforced plastic, made to last for sure. The L-mount version of the lens is also compatible with Sigma teleconverters. Shame that Sony is not allowing this to work with their cameras too. Price, it will retail for £1,499 here in UK or $1,499 plus tax in US. A very decent price for a lens that is pro grade and one that is very versatile. It's also cheaper than the direct competition from Lumix and Sony, especially much cheaper than the Sony GM version. However, it is more expensive than the Tamron 70 to 180mm, but you do get more lens here. This is a superior lens, one that certainly is not disappointing and one that can be a very capable pro workhorse in any shooting situation. Good value for money? Yes, but only if you are going to use it. This is not a lens you impulse buy. This is a pro level lens that would suit very well a professional photographer or someone who shoots portrait, wildlife or sports regularly. Sigma quality throughout. Conclusion, it's a perfect zoom range to expand your reach if you are already shooting with Sigma 24 to 70mm. The constant aperture of f2.8 and really good stabilization makes it a perfect tool for shooting photos or video in lower lighting conditions. Optically, there is literally nothing anyone can criticize unless you are very, very, very picky. A lens that is good for pretty much everything when you don't need wide angle. Versatile focal range for everything from close-up street events, sports, wildlife photography and more. It is sharp, it focuses well and it is weather sealed. Priced very competitively and a lens that will be an instant hit for Sigma. We all have been waiting for it for a very long time. It is finally here and it really delivers outstanding results on all fronts. I really like it and I highly recommend it. And this is it from me. I hope this video was helpful or informative. If it was, please give me that thumbs up, follow me on Instagram and consider subscribing. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. This is very long time overdue. New lens from Sigma, 70 to 200mm. There's virtually no focus breathing visible at all. Focal. There's virtually a lens that keeps there's manual aperture ring that is declickable with a switch. Price, it will retail blah blah blah. The constant aperture of f2.8.